Hi viewers, welcome. I'm Greg Gunter, your Dream Pro Realtor here in San Miguel de Allende, Central Mexico. #1 city in the world, voted 5 times, 5 separate years by Condé Nast Traveler. Man, it's a great lifestyle down here. You got to come visit. So if you've watched a few of my videos before, you probably know that I'm also an architect, in addition to being a broker, of course. And so I'm always a little bit frustrated when I work with clients and they go, wow, this house is phenomenal. They looked at 20 houses, they've narrowed it down to 2 or 3, and they go, this house is phenomenal. It's got good bones, right? Good Bones Makeover. That's the name of the little series. Great bones, good location, the lights phenomenal. Many features that they love about the house, but then they say, it just looks too American for us. If we'd want that, we'd stay in the States. And I'm always trying to tell them that's what that profession called architecture is for. Someone can help you design it to make it look whatever you want. You want a home that looks more Mexican? Easy to do. You can do like the Getty penthouse in Rome, for instance. Their place is all Balinese, and it was in Rome, for crying out loud. So we're in a home today that turned from a very American looking, even though it's in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, it looked like a very American condo that got converted to a Florentine pied-à-terre. So we're going to look at before and after so you can see what could be done to the home of your dreams to make it fit your style more perfectly. Come join me. Good Bones Makeover. Hi viewers, welcome back. Now we're inside Villa Solivare today. We're taking a look at what would normally have been the second bedroom. It's been turned into the office/media room. So it's a library, office, TV room for after hours. Used to be in the bedroom. Now we're going to show you what it used to look like we've done in the other videos that you've seen, and what it looks like today. So here's a photo looking this direction. You're taking a look at what was the headboard wall right over here. This is where the headboard was, and the bed was sticking out this direction. You see it's not that anymore. It's now a mirrored wall with a desk area. And as I back up, you'll see this second photo of the old way that the bedroom looked. There was just a blank wall over here. This is meant to be a lock-off studio, so many people would have a sofa over here. I have a partner that has lots of clothes, so I needed to make her some extra closet space, so we added the new closet space over here. This has been added brand new, but you see the difference between the two, the old room and what the new one looks like. Let's take a look at it from the other direction. Okay viewers, now we're looking the opposite direction in that same second bedroom. You can see it's a completely different space now. This has been turned into an office area that actually doubles as a media room. When you're working with a smaller space, this is a downscale, for instance, and when you're working with a smaller space, it's good to have a lot of places and spaces that can serve double duty. They can have a double function, and that's the case in this particular office, as you'll see. Now, you remember, if you watched the primary suite video, you saw that we had a whole headboard wall that was built with cabinets on either side of the bed. This is a similar kind of concept. You see we've got storage cabinets built on either side of a desk and work area right here. These are antiqued mirrors, and like that you might have seen in the primary suite video, they are decorative up at the top. We'll take a look at this at night in just a little bit, and you're going to love the way this place looks at night. But all the functional stuff is back behind here. So here we have the printer, all the noisy stuff, all the mechanical stuff gets hidden back behind here. So all the wiring, the router, all that stuff that you don't like sitting around on a shelf somewhere can be hidden away in these custom cabinets. Now this is a workspace here. This is a desk area. This is actually my desk area, if you haven't figured that out. That was a little slip of the tongue there, but you saw that this is my desk area. This is where I spend sometimes 10 hours a day. So you see that this is a nice work environment here. We reflect the window that's back behind me. So even though you're looking into a wall, it's an antiqued mirror, so you're able to see the window that the cameraman's pointing at now. So you still get a good view of greenery, lots of good light. We've got a sliding door over here that we have closed for the lights, but we'll show that to you in just a second here. Lots of good light in this office, but we've got lots of good task lighting. And again, we'll take a night shot here in just a little bit and you'll see the difference. So one of the interesting things about, remember I told you about you having a double function? At the end of the day, what you do is you slide all the work away like this, hide it away. So you can forget about all that hard work that you've been doing all day long, right? And this turns into the media room. So here's the big screen TV and the sound bar that's back behind. This becomes a media room. As you see, there's a sofa here, so you turn into, it's like a normal office where you can have office meetings for 6 or 7 people, but at night it turns into a wonderful media room as well. So that's how you use double duty. That's how you can make a space serve 2 functions in one. Phenomenal idea, isn't it? I love that kind of concept. So we make our way over. Remember, in the other rooms, I have mentioned to you, if you've seen the other videos, that it's always good to have a tall element all the way across the room that draws the eye all the way across the room. Now, we have the same concept with the windows here, so you get a view all the way through the house. But again, we have a high element here, an architectural element here that raises up the statuary. She's also spotlit, like you've seen in other rooms. And that draws the eye all the way across the room. Again, makes it look a lot bigger than it might normally be. You can see we've got lots of European antiques here. We've done the same concept as you may have seen in the primary suite with the antique doors. Remember, this is actually a bedroom. So these are closets that you see over here. They have the same barn door hardware, the same antiqued glass that we've done. So they, again, reflect a lot of light. They make the space look a lot bigger. You're getting actual dual reflections back and forth here. Look closely. I'll bet you'll see our cameraman here at some point. It's hard for him to hide. Lots of mirrors in this room. You see, I like to use a lot of mirrors exactly for that light and reflection and the psychological use of making the space bigger. Now, this was just a little niche that a lot of people used to have a little desk in or something like that. I've made it into a display niche over here that you can see a lot of European antiques as well. You've got a great view toward the green trees outside and the landscaping outside. So a great design feature. You see that table that the cameraman's showing you? That is custom carved out of Cantera. So it's a European balustrade that's been turned into an old table. Very awesome, to be honest with you, what the stone carvers can do here in Mexico. It's phenomenal. You show them a photo and they go, sure, we can do that. What size do you want? I love that. You can have any kind of custom work that you want done. We're going to switch the cameraman here and show you a little different view looking back toward my desk area. So team, your point of view from now is from where I would be sitting watching a movie, for instance, at night. We open this up to show the TV. What I wanted to show you is the same feature that we had in the primary suite that you may have seen. There's a bridge that goes all the way across. So it creates more design space to have more design elements that help reflect the idea of the house. In this particular case, again, remember this is a Florentine pied-à-terre. So you see lots of old statuary up there. It's also an office area, and I'm a guy, so it's got lots of old trophies that you see up there, an architectural element, an old Italian architectural element that's a real antique. Lots of features up there that draw the eye up. So that's another really important design element. Make sure the eye has lots of places to go and explore. It makes the room seem much larger, much more expansive, much more intriguing. It's a much more interesting concept to be able to see all the different perspectives that you can get. It takes a little while to absorb everything, right? So you've seen all of this during the day. We're going to take a look at what the office looks like at night. Come join me. We'll take a look at night. My team, now it's nighttime. Dusk, actually. It's dusk. We're in the office again to show you what the lighting transforms from one phase during the day to the nighttime phase. Remember, I've talked about in the other videos how important the design element is. Extremely important, but lighting is almost more critical than the design. Lighting is super critical to have. I like to have 3 different phases as much as I can. Task lighting, mood lighting, and ambient lighting as much as possible. So you're seeing the lighting during the day. You saw this earlier in the day. We have the task lighting here that provides lots of light for the workspace, a little bit of mood lighting in the back that also is on during the day that provides, you know, a good hospital feel. You see hospitable feel. You see the armillary lights reflected in the mirrors here. So when I'm working at the desk, I see the armillary lights. So it's a nice environment to have during the day. But watch this. We're going to transition to the nighttime lighting. So team, here's the transition for the media room. Remember, during the day, it's an office. As I showed you earlier, we tuck the work away for the day, hide it behind, so you can forget all about all that work that you had to do during the day. Turn it into a media room. We open the mirrors here, and this becomes a media room, as you see on both sides. But you see the rest of the ambient lighting that makes it a nice environment for the evening. You'll see all the ambient lighting up top. We have some very nice warm LED lights that light the entire display shelf up there. You'll also notice that they light up the display nichos up at the top of the cabinetry. We also have some lighting over here that's very dramatic at night for the statue and for the architectural features here. So at night, you don't have the reflection of the lights over here in the TV. You've got the ambient light over here that makes it a great warm environment for a nice cozy movie at night. Great lighting. We've got several more rooms to take a look at, so come join me for the next feature of Good Bones Makeover.